Information technology is a continually evolving field. The fast pace and amount of change coupled with IT's broad reach make it especially challenging to isolate industry trends. From time to time, new trends are appearing, and those that seem important may fade. However, some trends that are reshaping today's IT landscape are digital forensics, the shift to a distributed workforce, and the increasing use of computing. So now, we will discuss about the three IT trends in the market. So we will go through the education, e-learning, business, e-commerce, and the health, e-health. The objectives of this topic is to describe how the given IT trends affect the Filipinos' ways of living, discuss the issues and challenges in IT that the different sectors face, and research further on the influence of IT on a specific sector. The first one would be the education, which is the learning management system. It is a software application for the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, automation, and delivery of educational courses, training programs, or learning and developmental programs. So LMS are designed to identify training and learning gaps, utilizing analytical data and reporting, and support a range of uses, acting as a platform for online content, including courses, both asynchronous and synchronous based. So LMS have come a long way since the invention of the first teaching machine by Sidney Presey. Modern learners now have many options to choose from depending on their needs. So these are the examples of LMS, the open source, Moodle and edX, SAS Cloud, the Blackboard Learn, and Schoology, and the proprietary, which is World Manager and FSCE. If you are wondering where that LMS belongs, it belongs to the e-learning or distance learning. It is a learning system based on formalized teaching, but with the help of electronic resources, and it is known as e-learning. While teaching can be based in or out of the classrooms, the use of computers and the internet forms the major component of e-learning. E-learning can also be termed as a network-enabled transfer of skills and knowledge, and the delivery of education is made to a larger number of recipients at the same or different times. Earlier, it was not accepted wholeheartedly as it was assumed that this system lacked the human element required in learning. But later on, it was appreciated by many as it brings perhaps the most potential uses of all. In line with this, some companies had their own initiatives in introducing technology to public schools and making sure that students, as well as teachers, will become global learners. This include the Global Filipino Schools enhance e-learning with CLOUDFONE tablets. So select public schools under the Global Filipino School program of Globe Telecom had further enhanced digital learning and promote love of reading among K-12 students through the help of 220 tablets donated by CloudFone. So CloudFone is one of the leading providers of smartphones and tablets in the country. Through this, students and teachers can fully explore the GFS library, a free web-based platform that provides free and quick access to digital storybooks for children and young adults, as well as textbooks on different core subjects. In addition to that, they may also use the Globe-provided internet service to connect to the GFS library and to download as many titles as needed for their learning needs. The partnership of Globe and CloudFone aims to reach more students and teachers to have access to a vast library of information. Students can go beyond what they learn in the classroom with just a few clicks, while teachers benefit too through the information they can get from the internet, which can help in making more interesting and enriching lessons. So the next one will be the PLDT Enterprise rolls out e-learning program to aid millennial studies. PLDT Enterprise, via its digital mobility team, leads innovation in e-learning or digital technology-backed education. PLDT recently launched SMART's new e-learning program for academic and training institutions. The program consists of products that leverage the benefits of internet-based technologies in schools. The products are specifically developed to benefit not only students and teachers, but also administrators and parents. PLDT Enterprise accepts that the Philippines has a high potential for development in e-learning selection. The Asian district is additionally known for a high reception and versatile innovation because of expansion of low-valued cell phones. The nation joins Thailand, India, Kenya, Slovakia, and Azerbaijan with development paces of between 30% and 35%. In Asia alone, the market for learning and preparing programs upheld by electronic innovation is relied upon to reach $11.5 billion. At least in 2016, more than twice the $5.2 billion in 2011. The two nations with the most elevated development rates on the planet are Vietnam and Malaysia, separately at 44.3% and 39.4%. The Philippines positions at 7th spot as far as development rate in e-learning. So the second one would be about the business, which is the e-commerce or electronic commerce. It is the buying and selling of goods and services over the internet. It can be a substitute for brick and mortar stores. E-commerce offers a business a whole range of opportunities, from marketing opportunities to increasing product ranges to generating more sales, and with an optimized and well-developed website, it can not only achieve their goals but also offer customers around the clock convenient service that can boost one's business. Almost anything can be purchased through an e-commerce today. So the examples of e-commerce would be the following: the eBay, Flipkart, Fiverr, Upwork, and Amazon.com. So the next slides would be about some articles containing e-commerce in the Philippines at present.
E-commerce growth to drive logistics business in Philippines by Bernie Magkilat, May 22, 2017. According to GDA Software Group Incorporation, the world's leading digital supply chain solutions provider, e-commerce in the Philippines is going to post very high growth that will drive the logistics industry to improve to cope with demand for a seamless experience operation from manufacturer to retailer to customer. GDA has been focused in providing the retail supply chain solutions in the country in the past 15 years. With a strong e-commerce, Amit Baga, GDA Regional Vice President for Asia Pacific, said, "The next thing to flourish is the logistics industry." The company is already expanding its product offering in the country from the local retail supply chain solutions into the more challenging local logistics solutions to provide a seamless experience. At the company's event dubbed "The Next Game Changer: Optimizing Supply Chain Planning and Logistics," GDA was offering its Transport Management Solution or TMS for local logistic firms that would like to provide seamless experience and cost-efficient operation. According to Baga, GDA TMS is unique on two things, as it does not only talk about planning, movement of goods, but optimizing the routes, network, optimizing inventory movements to give the logistic company the entire scenario that it can play to optimize and minimize cost of inventory. The other unique feature is it can point which warehouse to use and how much time will it take to move that, how to connect with labor and optimize labor. Coming from the discussion with top CEOs and top logistics heads at their event, Baga was optimistic to be able to close deals with 2 to 3 logistic companies this year. Another article is about the Philippine e-commerce to reach 200 billion by 2020 by First Circle. The internet population in the Philippines is estimated to be the fastest growing in the world. The e-commerce industry is set to grow at an annual growth rate at 101.4% between 2016 and 2020. The Asia-Pacific region has been booming in e-commerce sales over the last number of years. The Philippines has surpassed North America and Western Europe in terms of business to consumer or B2C sales. The Department of Trade and Industry has reaffirmed their commitment to facilitating this growth in the e-commerce market. The coming years will be bullish for Philippine e-commerce according to the DTI. The third one is the health. E-health refers to the use of information and communications technology in healthcare. E-health enables widespread access to healthcare services, health information, and securely share and exchange clients' information in support to a safer, quality healthcare, more equitable, and responsive health practitioners. According to Eisenbach 2001, published in the Journal of Medical Internet Research, e-health is an emerging field in the intersection of medical informatics, public health, and business, referring to health services and information delivered or enhanced through the Internet and related technologies. In a broader sense, the term characterizes not only a technical development, but also a state of mind, a way of thinking, an attitude, and a commitment for networked, global thinking to improve healthcare locally, regionally, and worldwide by using information and communication technology. This definition is broad enough to apply to a dynamic environment such as the Internet, and at the same time acknowledges that e-health encompasses more than just Internet and medicine. As such, the E in the e-health does not only stand for electronic, but implies a number of other E's, like efficiency, enhancing quality of care, empowerment, education, extending and evidence base, which together perhaps best characterize what e-health is all about or what it should be. According to the World Health Organization, they define e-health as the cost-effective and secure use of information and communications technologies in support of health and health-related fields, including healthcare services, health surveillance, health literature, and health education, knowledge, and research. Clear evidence exists on the growing impact that e-health has on the delivery of healthcare around the world today, and how it is making health systems more efficient and more responsive to people's needs and expectations. To support this, an article is shown related to e-health in the Philippines. How Digital Health is Bridging the Healthcare Gap in the Philippines by Geoff Enriquez, October 28, 2014. Digital health in the Philippines traces its roots to the University of the Philippines Manila National Telehealth Center. Backed by Qualcomm Wireless Reach, wireless access for health is using 3G technology to improve healthcare. Accessing patient records now takes seconds instead of minutes, and health reports now takes only minutes to transmit. Recent mHealth programs include the SMS telereferrals used by the DOH in its Doctor to the Barrio or DTTB program. The Philippine government has stopped the private sector in developing its program. The ARCHITS program uses SMS for field workers to report maternal and child health services rendered, created appointments, and remind patients. The health education programs give mobile phone users reminders on vaccination, dengue prevention, tuberculosis, and health seminars. The platform has adopted in 68 clinics in 14 provinces, serve greater than 2,500 patients a day, 950 clinicians, trained 1 million patient consultations for 500 patient records recorded. That will be all. Thank you.